So the boycott continues. Steeler Nation, welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia. And also, welcome back to the other 31 teams' fan base who cannot stand this matchup that is the Chiefs versus Eagles. Now, I had a few Eagles fans in the comments the other day, and I had a few Chiefs fans in there as well. But the video I'm going to show right now down the bottom is over, 700 likes, 12,000 views, which is crazy, by the way. For this channel, that's quite impressive. And over 750 comments that people were expressing their feelings around this boycott that is the Eagles versus the Chiefs, and the three-peat and the narrative driven, and people are talking about how it's rigged and how it's scripted. I have seen this for the last, I think, few years. And I've been an NFL fan for 23 years. But the last 3 or 4 years, I have definitely seen the narrative, the storyline, the extra help teams get, how the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, puts teams in certain positions, flags coming out of nowhere, shaving of points, the overall theater, sometimes it is. And you see, oh, hang on, how'd that team get in there? I saw a flag came out. Mahomes, you can't touch him. He runs to the sideline. If you touch him and give him a slight shoulder budge, a flag comes out. And sometimes, too, if you don't tackle Mahomes, then he fakes to go outside and runs down the sideline for a touchdown. You just can't hit Mahomes. So I've seen this for a few years now, and I think a lot of the fan bases are starting to wake up and realize that it is narrative driven. And you can't, it's so obvious right now. As I talked in my video before, it's so obvious. So the boycott is continuing. I think people around the internet and people around America in the world are just fed up with seeing the same teams over and over. Nothing against the Eagles. I thought Eagles played pretty well and good football to beat the Commanders, smashed them to deserve their spot, and they played a good season. I don't think the refs were helping the Eagles. It was more the fact that the refs are always trying to help Mahomes because they have some kind of partnership with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And they've been there 3 times, and she gets, the camera on her. If you do watch the Super Bowl, I won't be watching it, by the way, but if you do watch it, they'll pan to Taylor Swift, I reckon, 10 times, 10 to 15 times a game to see what she's thinking. You might even see a Travis Kelce proposal after they win it. They might be down. Here's my prediction, by the way. My prediction is the Eagles, and this could be right or wrong, but I feel like it's going to be right. I feel like the Eagles are going to be winning at halftime 17-14 or 17-13. Eagles winning 17-13, and then they come back out, they score another TD or a field goal to be 20-13. The Chiefs come back to win TD, get it back again, win by 23-20, something like that. It's going to be where the Chiefs are down at halftime. It's going to be a Pat Brawley speech, and then the Chiefs and Mahomes and the refs going to get involved in the third quarter for a phantom pass interference or a phantom knock to the head, and Mahomes falls over, get a fresh set of downs, and then they're going to win or tie it up at 20-20, fumble, crazy. Oh, my goodness, Barkley fumbles it. Next minute, Chiefs go down the field to score a field goal, 23-20. And the stage is set. Chiefs versus Eagles, and Chiefs win their three-peat, and then pushing for Mahomes will do some crazy speech like, oh, we got 3, but 4's better, something like that. It's just going to happen, right? So people are talking about this boycott, and then the boycott does continue, and they are starting to realize that it is narrative-based, a bit like WWE. But at the same time, as being a fan for so long, and someone asked me in the comments before, being a fan for so long, man, I've been a fan for 23 years, it sucks you back in. I'm a massive fan of the Steelers. I've got helmets, I've got jerseys, I've got mini helmets, I've got shit everywhere. I've got T-shirts. I've been a fan for a long time. I've had seen my team win 2 Super Bowls, go to 3, and the success of Big Ben and the overall 2008 defense was so much fun. I've been to the city 4 times. But when the NFL blatantly puts it in front of you as like a flag comes out and they just, slightly hit Mahomes, that's when it becomes frustrating. Now, I do want to transition a bit. I want to talk some Pro Bowl because I think the Pro Bowl fucking sucks. I think the Pro Bowl is just stupid. The Pro Bowl, if you think the Super Bowl is is bad, the Pro Bowl is just as bad, trying to highlight players, and they call it, the participation bowl, where players just like, oh, I'll play, and then people come out, or there is other. I think Josh Allen's out. TJ Watt doesn't want to play. He's hurt. Oh, I got a sore wrist. I feel like that not the players aren't taking this seriously for the Pro Bowl. But in reality too, it's not a serious game. It's not used to be when Sean Taylor ran down the sidelines, smacked the punter, and tried to almost take his head off and hit him so hard he was like just bang, bounce back up. And I was, where am I? It's not as fun anymore. They have flag football. They have mini games where you're trying to pass the ball through passing drills in the holes to score points, relay races, all those kind of things. Dodgeball. It's like kid stuff. And now, because some of our Steelers, right, we have Isaac Seumalo. He's going to the Pro Bowl games. They don't call it the Pro Bowl anymore. They call it Pro Bowl games. They're really going down that direction. That's why I think how stupid it is, how NFL is going, where you just can't hit anyone anymore. They're so focused on safety. And yes, we need to be safe, but I miss the days of like Debo Harrison hitting someone so hard they feared to go over the middle, right? Or even Hines Ward as a receiver. They feared to go, some tacklers feared to tackle him. So they call it the Pro Bowl games. So Isaac Seumalo, he got in. Russell Wilson, he's now been chosen to go to the Pro Bowl games. And also the most recent one this morning, or this afternoon, was Steelers linebacker Patrick Queen named to a second Pro Bowl, replacing Roquan Smith, his former Raven teammate. In the comments below, I don't think anyone's going to really agree and go, oh my goodness, they were Pro Bowl players this year. Seumalo did okay this year, wasn't outstanding. Russell Wilson, I think, did okay to good in certain parts in that run where he was winning games, but there was a 5-game collapse still in the back of our minds as a Steelers fan, and that I don't think he played that well. I think some Steelers fans don't want to have him back on the team. I, for one, wouldn't be that annoyed if he went to the Raiders and finished his career with Pete Carroll. Thank you, Russell Wilson. I like you. I like your personality. I like yourself as a human, as a good dude. But as a Steeler in the future, I think we need to get younger and go to a franchise quarterback and do something better than that, right? Just saying. And also with Patrick Queen, I don't think he deserves to go to the Pro Bowl because now I feel like they're just choosing anyone. They're just grabbing anyone's name out of a hat. And even JJ Watt talked about it. It's a participation bowl where some players get hurt, injured, next man up. It doesn't really mean too much. So and he also said, don't add the Pro Bowl to your contract, right? Maybe an All-Pro and when the players and the media guys are naming who's the best in the league, but the Pro Bowl has zero meaning right now, absolute zero meaning. I don't know if I'll watch that. Maybe I might watch a little bit of it, but it's got zero meaning. They're just choosing people off the street who's had a decent year. Now, look, Chris Boswell and Miles Killebrew, they're good players. They played really well this year. But most of them are just guys like Drake May. He made the Pro Bowl. So, I don't know. I don't think it really means too much for Queen, for Wilson. Good luck to you guys. Have a bit of fun down there in Orlando or wherever it is in Miami. But to me, it doesn't really mean too much at all. All right, so we've done that. Boycott the Super Bowl. People can do that. Pro Bowl sucks. I do want to finish on because I still want to be. I'm not a conspiracy crazy theory. NFL sucks channel. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers channel. I'm talking Steelers football. But at the same time, it's just been around me. I've just been thinking about this stuff ever since the Chiefs won it. But with some Steelers talk, they are now. I think they're watching the Senior Bowl. Mike Tomlin's looking at DL. I don't know what's going to happen there. I think for the next step for the Steelers to finish on this. And I said on my live the other day with Bubba and Shane, we go live every Tuesday in America. I said on my live that the Steelers got to get a franchise quarterback. You need someone like a Jaden Daniels, like a Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, to even have a chance to go and beat Mahomes or Josh Allen. Now, can Justin Fields be that guy? Maybe. After the Super Bowl, I'm not doing any mock drafts or any free agent stuff really until after the Super Bowl in about 2 weeks' time. When the new year is almost beginning again. Like once we have crowned a champion, if it is the Chiefs, then we can talk about, okay, who should we get? What should happen? Art Rue the second was just on 2 interviews. I think one with Bob Pompliani and Rob King talking about like the end of the season. And not too many questions were answered, but he was talking about quarterbacks and, we need to do better in the run game and things of that nature. But it does feel like the Steelers are just in the same predicament or starting spot they were last year, but without a quarterback. Do you know what I mean? So I understand like this overall Steelers frustration. They're pretty much going to go because Arthur Smith and Mike Tomlin and I think Terrell Austin and Omar Khan were all down there for the Senior Bowl activities, and maybe I'll watch that. Maybe I'll watch the highlights of that game. Maybe those players who are trying to go to the draft will play hard-hitting football and give us a glimpse of what to expect for them going in the NFL. You know, you're not going to see it in the Pro Bowl. So a few things happening NFL-wise, and of course, too, there's the UFL starting up very shortly. Maybe I'll watch that. But for the channel, guys, I will make it more Steelers content related. I'm just waiting for the Super Bowl to be done with. I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to go, I don't know, get lunch. I'm going to like look at grass, watch grass grow. I don't know. I just can't stand to watch the Chiefs win it. But to me, it's all pointing the right way. I think the Chiefs will win it. Like I said, the Eagles going to win it at halftime. Chiefs come back, get a TD, tie it up. Eagles fumble. Then next minute, you have Chiefs winning 23-20. Alrighty, Steel Nation, and also the other 31 teams who have come around for a brief moment. And thank you for subbing to Steel Nation Oz as well. I'll see you guys soon.